What is up, y'all? Welcome back to 9 to 5 Gamers, and today is Top 10 Tuesday. That means we are going over the next in this series. As you know, we've been doing the top 100, so if you haven't seen the last video, make sure you guys go back and check out the last video that we did. We did our 100 to 91, and today we're going to be doing our 90 through our 81. So, without further ado, let's get into the first one. So, my number 90 on the list is an amazing deck building game called Dominion. And yes, this box is way too big. And yes, I am currently getting rid of the game, I suppose. I don't like this gigantic box. It doesn't fit in the calyx well. It can barely fit on screen well, which is the reason why I would like to get rid of this and just get maybe like a box that I can put all of the expansions on and stuff. So, but Dominion is the premier deck building game. So if you've never played Dominion, Dominion is a really cool game. Has a special place in my heart too. Got me through a tough time that I was going through at one point. But we can talk about that more personal stuff. I think I'm going to save a lot more of my personal stuff for like chit chat videos maybe. But anyway. Big box, Dominion, really good deck building game. It is like the best deck building game ever. Obviously, there are much more deck builders today, and there's a lot more mechanics to them, but Dominion just is so good, man. Like, if you've never played Dominion, some people don't like it because of the theme, but it's just a solid deck builder, and that's all that it is. So, that is Dominion. That is my number 90. It's still in the shot, so we're going to get it out of there. My number 89 is a roll and write game that I really love called Three Sisters. Three Sisters, if you've never played it, is a roll and write that is made from the same company that made Fleet the Dice game, and they just did Motor City. It's Motor City Games. But it's a really cool two-sheet roll and write game where you just roll dice, and then you place the dice out, and people get to choose which dice they want, and then you get to water in those zones or planting actions, and then it'll rain and water all your crops. It's a really, really cool game, man, and I think that a lot of people would like it if they gave it a chance, and it's super inexpensive. That's what I like about roll and writes. But that is my number 89. That is Three Sisters. Great game. My number 88 is a game called Get On Board, New York and London. It's another roll and write game. Really, really cool, where you have this big map, and you are putting out these little Catan pieces, like little wooden tracks around the map, and also you're checking off boxes and picking up people, dropping them off in their locations, almost like a little bit of a crazy taxi, but with buses, and it's really cool. You can end up creating traffic jams, and all sorts of crazy stuff happens, and a 5-player game of this is just nuts, but it's really, really fun. So if you're interested in a roll and write, really fun game where you're creating traffic and making bus routes to pick up people, check out Get On Board. It's a really, really good game. That is why it's my number 88. All right, my number 87 is a game called Hero Realms. Hero Realms is a very fun deck building game, and it was recommended to me in the comments section. I went and picked it up, and I didn't regret it because Hero Realms is just a solid deck building game. It is fantasy themed, so it is from the same people who made Star Realms. That's why it's called Hero Realms. But it's really cool. I heard that there's some cool campaign mechanics that you can add, and you can buy packs for characters, and there's a lot of cool ways that you can improve just the base game. But the base game is fine, but it is really good if you buy a lot of that expansion stuff. And I could see this going up my list in a little bit, depending if I can get some more of those expansion content. But that is Hero Realms, my number 87. You gotta check it out. So, my number 86 is a game that I'm not super fond of the regular version of the game, but the Marvel game is really, really fun. I don't get it to the table often enough, but Marvel Dice Throne is a fantastic game for dueling if you just want to play like a 1v1. They do have some other game modes, but I didn't really enjoy those as much. But the thematic, the Marvel theme on this was actually a really cool addition, and I actually really enjoy this version of the game. Even though it's not like top tier, it's not like at the top of my list, it still made it into my top 100 because Dice Throne is just a solid game. Can't go wrong with it. But anyways, that is my number 86, I believe. My number 85 is a game called For Sale. If you've never played For Sale, this is a really cool auction game where you start off with all these cards that have numbers on them, and they're like different properties, and then you will you start off with money and you're going to buy these cards, and the higher the number, the more likely that one will sell for more when you go into the selling phase. It's split into two phases where you're buying properties with the starting cash, and then you got to sell those properties for more cash, and then whoever has the most money at the end of the game wins. Super simple, super fast, amazing game. If you've never played For Sale, this is one of the best auction games out there. It is really, really good, and I love the mechanic that works, because sometimes you can get, you can sell a property that's a very low number and end up selling it for like a pretty good price. And so that's all it's all about. It's about just managing that. So For Sale, that is my number 85. My number 84 is one of the most amazing games ever. It's called Strike, and it's just a dice game where you have this little tiny, like the box just comes with this little dish, and you throw dice into this dish and try to make matches. And if you can make matches, you get to keep those dice. Whoever runs out of dice loses, and you just keep playing until everybody's eliminated and you're the only one left standing. Dude, this game is so quick, so fun. And it's one of the easiest games. I don't even think you need to technically own Strike to play this. Like, you can just buy dice and get a bowl and just play. It's basically Beyblades, but with dice. It's great. That's why Strike is my number 84 on my list. My number 83 on the list is a game called Clover. This is from the people who created Just One, I believe. And Clover is just... It's like it has like that feel of Just One a little bit, but it's so thinky, because you are writing down words. But the thing is, in Just One, you're just writing down clues and trying to get somebody to guess. In this game, you have these little squares that go onto this clover, and then you have to write a word that links two words together, and then you have to try to figure out a word when you put those squares onto your map that you're like, man, which word would move these two? And then afterwards, you take all those little squares off, and then you shuffle them up with an extra square, and then give them to your friends, and then they're going to see everything that you wrote on the outside of this clover and try to figure out which position the squares go in. And each square has on each side a word, so there's 4 different words on 5 different square tiles. It is so much fun, but like I told you, it is very thinky. So if you don't like thinky games, this game is probably not for you. But it is fun, man. This gives me tons of hours of fun. I've really loved this game. One of my favorite, and it's cooperative, so it's not like competitive or anything. You're all working together. Really good party game. I love it. That is my number 83. Next game on my list is my 82, and that is a game called No Thanks. Dude, this game has rocketed. I don't even know how I got into my top 100. I haven't had it that long, but it is just so much fun. People love playing it. I feel like we kind of broke the game a little bit and have kind of gotten some of the strategy down pat. But No Thanks is a really fun game where it feels like an auction game where, we put out a card that is numbered 1 through 33, and there is only one of each number. And then what you're going to do is you're either going to take the card when it's your turn. You can either take the card, or you could put a chip on it and say no thanks and pass it to the next player. It's like the epitome of the double it and pass it to the next guy. And you put the chip on there, then the next player can take it with the chip, or say no thanks and put a chip on there, and then the next person has to take the 2 chips and the card. But the cool thing is that if you can get sequential numbers, so for example, if I had a 10, a card that was a 10, and I found the 9 card and I took it, the 9 would cancel out the 10 because it's in sequential order. It cancels out everything in order behind it. Dude, this game was so well made. I really, really enjoy playing this, and highly recommend everybody gets a copy of No Thanks. It's so much fun, but my friends always beat me in it. I don't know how. One person scored literally like negative 14 points. I was like, bro, I don't even know how to win this game anymore, but amazing game. That's why it's my number 82, and it plays with a lot of people. So check that out. And last but not least, my 81, a really fun game that can play with, I believe, 1 to 8 people, and that is Camel Up, man. If you've never played Camel Up is so much fun. It's this racing game, but then you're betting on the camels at the same time, and then you're also rolling dice to see which camels move, and it's always random, and you have this big pyramid thing that you shoot the dice out of. And then camels can end up going backwards if they land on top of each other. They can move. So like if you have like a red camel and you land it on top of the green and somebody makes the green move, it'll move the red with it. There are these white and black camels that actually move backwards, and if you land on top of that, it might actually take your camel to the back of the line, so you have to be careful when you land and how you land. So it's just a really fun racing game. This was actually one of the best racing games that I've ever played. I love Camel Up. I need to get this to the table again because this game is really, really, really fun. But I love it. That's Camel Up, my number 81. Well, that's it for today's list, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There was some decent games on here. If you like any of the games that you saw today, go ahead and put down in the comment section which of these was your favorite. Also, maybe any games that you see here that you think, hey, you know what, if you like that, you might like this. I'm always accepting recommendations in the comment section, so that's it. That's all you guys got to know. Like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out the Patreon. Don't forget to check out our memberships, because all of the ways that you guys can support the channel financially would be welcomed and greatly appreciated. And it goes a long way to help us out, especially over the summer. My wife is a teacher. She always takes the summer off, and so you know, if anybody here has you know, wants to take advantage of that, do a membership, maybe even over just the summer or whatever. And if everybody does it, it'd be cool, man. It'd help us out over the summer to just kind of pay all the bills and things that we need to do. Since my wife will not be working, she is a school teacher, so she's always off during the summers. And she's not going to work this summer, so we saved a little bit of money, so it should be good. But I'm excited to see where this kind of leads in the future. I'm really excited for this channel, and I'm going to pour my blood, sweat, and tears into it. I got a really busy week this week, so I'm trying to get all my stuff recorded. But anyways, love you guys. Thank you guys for taking the time out to watch these videos. Don't forget to share them with people so that we can get those views up. And that's it, man. Take care. Peace out. Catch you on the flippity flip. You already know the deal. The dealio. Peace out. I got my mouse. Let me just say stop recording.